Okay, well, I look gross and I feel gross. I haven't showered since Monday probably, and it's Friday now. I don't feel comfortable standing up in the shower with the risk of slipping and falling, and I don't have anybody like taking care of me. I have a bunch of roommates, but I don't want to like be like, hey, stand outside the shower in case I fall and hurt myself. So one of my roommates is going to take me to a salon later on today so I can get my hair washed, and I'm going to do like a towel bath with the wipes that they had at the hospital. So sorry if that sounds gross, but I'm doing what I have to do right now. So I'm home, and I'm glad to be home. And they kept me an extra day in the hospital. They would not have done that if it hadn't snowed. So I, again, it's just the fear of falling that I have right now. So the last day in the hospital, so yesterday, was a little bit harder, but that's because I woke up that morning and had this humongous, like, pain, like, stabbing pain in my stomach, or not my stomach, I guess, but, like, my abdominal wall. And I was scared, and I was like, what is this? I didn't have this yesterday. And the doctor came by, and he's like, well, it's probably your rib cage or, you know, the muscle wall and stuff. So it was pretty bad yesterday. It was hard to walk. And when I got home, for some reason, it just totally dissipated. I don't know if mentally I was like, well, I'm home. I have to take care of myself. So I'm not going to let, like, this pain kill me, basically. So I don't know, something mentally just snapped or whatever. So I've been able to do pretty well for myself in the few hours that I've been home. And few hours, I mean, like, so it was last night. My godmother picked me up around 3 and took me home. So she had to be somewhere, so she just dropped me off. And I immediately, and she brought all my stuff in, and I immediately got, like, to the dining room table and started putting my pills together. You have a lot of pills. So I have, my prescription medicine is gabapentin, oxycodone, Tylenol. I mean, they, like, prescribed me acetaminophen, and Lovenox shots that are for thinning your blood so you don't get blood clots. I have to do that every day at 10 a.m. There was something else. Prevacid, which I think is for gas. I don't know. There's Prevacid, and then there was one other that they gave me that's an optional one that is for nausea that I've been very lucky, and knock on wood, have not had any nausea whatsoever. So that's been nice. Yeah, so those are all the prescription meds, and then I have all my vitamins. And I bought the set of vitamins from the bariatric clinic, so I'm probably not going to remember all these, but multivitamin chewable and calcium chewable, along with vitamin B12, vitamin B50, iron. Anyway, there's a lot of them. So I had, ooh, ow, ow, ow. All right, reaching, hold on. Okay, I already had this, so this was helpful. It is a Sunday through Saturday, morning and evening, and then the hospital gave me this ginormous thing. So this has my prescription pills plus, let's see, plus 2 chewables. So that's the chewable vitamin and calcium. They're kind of like Starburst. They're really good. And so I put my 3 gabapentins, my Prevacid, and 2 chewable. Those are the calciums. And then, so the calciums are twice a day? No, I thought they were 3 times a day. I must be missing something. Maybe I didn't do these right. Anyway, I'll look over it again today. Oh, no, I have one in here. Okay, cool. So in here, I have my multivitamin, and the morning vitamins are like the B12 and B50, I think. One of them I have to sprinkle in a drink. I just did that for the first time this morning. It was pretty rancid. Let's see, I'll pull one out and show you, if I can. Come on, don't be hard. Oh, all right, so this, you basically just pull the capsule apart because you cannot take capsules. Your body will not process them anymore. So you have to pull this apart, and I just stuck it in this with some water. Unfortunately, it like sticks to the sides. So I think I filled it up with water like 4 times, swirled it around, chugged it back, swirled it around, chugged it back. Well, not chugged, but you have to like sip it, but it's, yeah. So that was kind of nasty. It's very bitter. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world. You could probably maybe make a protein shake and just take a little bit. I wouldn't put it in the whole shake. That might mask it. I'll try that and I'll let you know. Anyway, so that's my morning, and then the B12, or I don't know which one it is. Anyway, there's another little tablet that this, and you just put it under your tongue, and it's actually kind of sweet. That, and then I chewed my multivitamin. So that's the morning. I set alarms on my phone for every time I'm supposed to take medicine, and I also labeled the alarm for the medicine that I'm supposed to take. So I have a couple optional ones, like, because the oxycodone, the gabapentin, well, the gabapentin I'm not doing optional because I think that has to stay in your system. You're supposed to take that every 8 hours. So, and I know that gabapentin has some side effects that are probably a little not good. When I took it, so I had back surgery last March, and I took gabapentin for that, and I remember reading that gabapentin's used not only for like seizures and stuff like that, but also for depression, and so I don't want to mess up the chemicals in my brain, so I'm going to take it as prescribed, as you should any prescription medication, but unlike other pain medication, which would probably be a little bit optional or like as needed, I'm going to make sure that I take that one every 8 hours until I either run out or the doctor, you know, I don't know if he's going to wean me off of it, but I'll ask him about that. I have a week here worth of medicine, and I have a couple more pills in there. So I see my doctor next Friday. I'll ask if he wants me to wean off the gabapentin or just stop it when I run out. So, yeah, other than that, what I've been doing is a lot of resting. I did get up and walk around a little bit last night. My sweet roommate, she's like, no, go to bed. But she's like, she's really fun. But, and I mean that in the kindest way. She's trying to look out for me, but I'm going to have to explain to her that I have to walk around. But yeah, so I've done a lot of laying in bed, watching Netflix. But I do need to get up and walk around, so I'm going to do that later today, probably around 10 o'clock. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning right now. I woke up to take my pills, and then I've just been up. I woke up around 6. I've just been up watching a show on Netflix, but I'm starting to get a little tired because the oxycodone does that. And I take that every 4 hours with the Tylenol. So another thing is this again. So if your hospital doesn't give you these, I would highly suggest making one on Excel. It's really just super simple. You just have, let's see, each of these represents 1 ounce. Each of these represents an hour of the day. And so you're supposed to or let's say 1 a.m. Well, obviously if you're not awake at 1 a.m., you don't have to worry about it. But I started at 6 a.m. So I had 1 ounce check, 2 ounce check, 3, you know, etc. They say the goal is to get into the green. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just aiming to have 6 ounces per hour. You do need, at least my doctor has said, you do need 64 ounces of fluid per day. That can include what you have in your shakes. So my shakes, because they said make them very liquidy, I'm probably going to do 12 ounces of water to 2 scoops of the Bariatric Advantage, and that'll make it very watery and easy to sip and get down. The reason being, if it's pure liquid like that, if it's not like a smoothie consistency, but like a water consistency, it'll just go straight through into your intestines. It'll get processed, and it's good. So I will count that as my water intake. So 12 ounces per shake. I do 2 shakes per day, so it's 24 ounces. And then I need an extra, I can't math. Math is not my strong suit. But I got one of these from the hospital. This has 32 to the fill line, 32 ounces of water. So I've made my way from last night. I've made my way through almost all of that. I'm probably going to start another one this morning and just keep up with it with this, and that'll tell me how many ounces I've had. So I find that really helpful. I also wrote down all of my medication and when I'm supposed to take it. So just as a backup from my phone alarms. Let's see, we're already at 11 minutes of this video, so I'm gonna try to wrap it up. But yeah, I think that's basically at my home life right now. And again, it's only been a few hours, but I'm gonna get up at 10. I'm gonna have my Lovenox shot. I'm gonna try to get moving around, walking around. Maybe instead of laying in bed and watching Netflix, I'll go downstairs and sit in the living room. They say they want you to move around for 2 miles. I'm probably gonna have to work my way up to that because I do hurt. And so it's not totally fun, but I'm gonna work my way up to walking 2 miles. And I have a nice neighborhood. I'll just pop on some warm clothes since it snowed. And as long as there's no ice on the ground, which I think it has melted, I can do a spin around the block. But yeah, that's probably it for now. So thanks for watching. I'll post again soon. Oh, yeah, I still have this thing attached to me. So this is like my constant companion for the next few days until I have to take it out myself, which will be fun. I do feel it's getting smaller. I kind of want to name it. I'll think of something and I'll let you guys know. But I will have to pull out the catheter when that happens. So that should be interesting. I've not done that before. So anyway, we shall see. All right.